So why is it we focus on not failing rather than succeeding, the end product rather than the process it took to get there, and the negative of any situation? Hey everybody, this is Dr. Jones here again with another weekly video message, and those are the three areas that I want to touch on just really super quick today. First, not losing, the idea of trying to not fail rather than succeed. I talked about that in my last weekly video message, and I encourage you to go back and revisit that because it's such an important nuance in how we think in our language. The idea that if we're not willing to take chances, if we're not willing to put ourselves out there, we are not going to be able to succeed at the highest level because we're playing it safe, because we're worried about not failing rather than how far we can go. Second is the idea that we focus on the product, the end result. You know, in today's society, how busy we are, how driven we are, how focused we are on the end result of anything we undertake, we often forget the process. We often forget what goes on in the meantime. Personal example here. I received an email the other day with my son's grades on them. And you know, I noticed that the product, the end result of one of the grades was an F. And so immediately I looked at it, I said, what are you talking about, an F? And I scrolled through all the other grades of all his other courses because they all come lined up. And I said, an F, are you kidding me? And I jumped right on my email. I screenshotted it. I threw it up on my email to my wife and I said, hey, looks like we have to have a talk with him tonight. And then I was thinking to myself, okay, so does he not go to any extracurricular activities that he's looking forward to or anything like that? And in the meantime, what I skipped over is the idea of how hard he's working and how well he's doing in his other classes, because all his other classes were A's. And as a matter of fact, the grade of an F in his one class didn't even lower his grade below an A. Yet here I was all charged up because it was the product. It was what hit me in the face, and I didn't think of the process. And when I got home to talk to him about this, I took a totally different tact. And after talking to him about it, it looks like he should not have received that grade. What happened was an electronic error with submitting his work. So you see, it was a misunderstanding, but I had forgotten the process. I had forgotten the person behind who was getting the product that I had hoped to see. And then finally, the idea of always looking at things negative. You know, we don't even realize we do it. So think about it, a sports team, right? You have a wide receiver. That receiver goes 8 for 10 in a game. What passes do they talk about? That's right, you talk about the ones they dropped. A team that plays 11 games a season could win 9 games, and people want to know about the game they lost. Refer back to my own personal example where I jumped the gun. My son had all A's except that one grade. And what did I focus on? That one grade. So you see, it doesn't make us bad people that we do that, but the fact is we do it. We tend to focus on the negative instead of the positive. And this colors every other interaction we have with people tied to that situation. So why am I saying all this? Why is it even important? The reason I'm doing that is because there is a pretty simple antidote to all of this stuff. First, change your mindset like I talked about in the video before. Second, remember there's a process and there's always a backstory to whatever's going on that you're seeing before you jump on the idea of what the end result is. And third, look at the whole picture. Look at the positive aspects. And you can do all of these things by setting intentional, positive time with those who are involved in all of these areas of your life. As a matter of fact, I want to challenge you this week. I want you to take the challenge of stepping back, being positive, and setting up positive moments in time that you can spend with those important to you. Now you may ask, why are you talking about this week? I'll tell you why. I was out at bus duty the other day and I saw a parent dropping a student off just like every other day. And the student walked away just like every other day. And the parent paused for a second, looked back at their student walking away. And if you have kids, you know what look I'm talking about. A look that's so filled with love that no words can describe it. And then they moved on. They took that brief moment to pause, and I thought to myself, when's the last time I let those who are important to me know just how important to me they are? Because you never know when you're going to get that last chance to look at somebody. Hey, I hope you found some value in this message today. If you did, please take the time, like it, share it, or even better, do me a favor and comment on what you're going to do this week or how you're going to go about doing it this week. I'd really love to hear some of your ideas. That's all for now. Don't forget to subscribe so you can catch these as they come out. Remember, be purposeful, act with integrity, and always build your character. You have a fantastic